It's Max Goodman here with Speaking of the Mets and NJ.com, and I'm now joined by Jonah Tong. We're here in Triple-A Syracuse. Jonah, just right off the bat, how have things been for you of late? How's your summer been?
Great. It's getting hotter, so that's always great to see. We just came back from Jacksonville, so that was a little toastier than Syracuse here and there. But it's been fun. Guys have been great. I feel like we've been playing some really good baseball and just enjoying the summer.
Yeah, well, I wanted to start with maybe a bigger picture question because so much has happened for you in the last couple of years. When you look back at both this year and last year, all the highs and lows along the way, how would you kind of sum up that journey to this point?
It's life.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool to see where I've been, where I've, the sport's given me so many opportunities and, between different rooms and locker rooms and fields and just like the people I've been able to meet along the way. Honestly, are the things I cherish more. It's just kind of crazy to think that like 4 years ago, I think it was 23, right? 4 years ago, I was rehabbing a complex and just seeing like how much my life's not only changed but the person I've become and things like that have just been like everything. You kind of really like to appreciate. I think the thing that set me up the best for that was just my parents and
Yeah.
how they raised me and the people within my support system. So it's been awesome. I don't think I'd ask for anything to change, and I'm just excited to see where it kind of takes us.
Sure. How much have you changed as a pitcher? And I know that's a crazy big question to talk about your earlier stages of your career, but just maybe since with how dominant you were in the minors last year and then getting to your big league debut up until now, how this year has gone.
Yeah, it's just more about like earning your stripes is the best way to describe it. I know like there like a lot has happened within I think the past like what call it 2 years, and it's been really cool to see how um, you get to see different like points of the game where it's like whether it's situations where you're playing, who you're facing, it's like getting to know yourself. At least for me, has always been like the biggest key. Um, than the people actually in the lineup, and I think that's been something that I've had to grow and realize with over the course of my career. But yeah, it's crazy to think like things I've added, the pitch shapes, but most importantly, like making sure like honestly the mental side of baseball and how crucial that is. Has honestly like been fortifying that. It's been my biggest focus, but yeah, it's just kind of crazy to go watch old videos of me and I'll go look at notes I've taken in the past and kind of see like not like me figure it out, but me sort of like go through the process of trying to learn something new. I think that's been awesome, and obviously the coaching staff that's been here, the people that have helped me and mentored me along the way, have been a huge one. I've had countless of conversations with AJ this year, and things I've been able to learn, like even like earlier today, it surprises me every time, just realizing different aspects of the game, different variations of the game, both present and in the past too. It's kind of cool to see it all come together.
Yeah. So you were alluding to it earlier in that answer. How do you evaluate the way that this year has gone? Because I can look at a box score, we could read a recap or watch highlights or watch a full start. But to you individually, like, how do you feel like this year has gone? What are your takeaways with the way that you've pitched this
Yeah,
summer?
it's no secret, right? Like I feel like I've wanted to pitch better, and I feel like that's just part of it. Like I can't look back. I can only really look forward and see
Yeah.
what's in front of me. And honestly, it's a really great opportunity to realize that like there are very few moments in my career where I feel like um, I've needed to like slow down almost because you're always looking like what I need to do here, what I need to do there. But like this year's been awesome just to kind of sit back and realize that like yeah, for sure, have I pitched box score wise the way I've wanted to? For sure not. Like I feel like there's so much more I want to do,
Yeah.
and I feel like sometimes I look at it, I'm like, damn, I'm 23 years old and I'm living my dream, and I'm learning through it, growing pains, all that aside. I like to say it a lot because it's true. Like development's not linear. Like the stuff I've been able to grow with over the past few years has been like astronomical, and sometimes you're just you're gonna face an obstacle, and I feel like that's honestly what I've found this year. It's just okay, like it's a puzzle. How are you gonna find a way to solve it? And I think that's been honestly the thing I've been looking at this year and how I define it. So it's like, yeah, for sure. Like box score wise, have I done everything I wanted to? No, but from outside of that, do I think everything I've learned in this year is going to prepare me so much more for my career? Without a doubt. I
Yeah.
think that's the one thing. Like I feel like it's hard to look back in the moment, but like I can sit here right now and tell you that like that's how I without a doubt feel that way, and I will for the rest of my career just because it's life.
Yeah. No, I love that you mentioned that development isn't linear because it isn't. And even with maybe some surface level numbers that you'd love to be better, there's still been so many flashes of potential for you. Uh, I did want to ask, and not to look back too much
Yeah.
because you want to look forward. Has it been a challenge for you this year to grapple with the way that the production has been, or maybe what have you learned about yourself with the way that this season has gone?
Yeah, it's just more about getting back to the basics with a lot of things, right? It's just like I know when I operate best, it's assess what the game is ahead of you or behind you, and then learn how to take what you need from it and move on. Obviously, doing that has helped a ton. But no, it's more just about being the same guy and being a great teammate and all that stuff because the stuff on the field will take care of itself, and I have the utmost confidence in that. But yeah, like honestly, I can't even remember the answer to the question.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like I'm in the best I've ever been mentally, physically, emotionally. So I feel like I'm moving in the right
Great,
direction.
yeah. Well, I know that you've changed a lot as a pitcher, and you love the art of pitching. So, can you just walk me through maybe what tweaks or adjustments you're comfortable with sharing, and how you want to finish this season? Like, I know you only have a handful of outings
Yeah.
left at this point. What do you want to do before then to carry some momentum into the off season?
I mean, I think the most important thing, and we always talk about, is just being healthy because ultimately you can't do anything unless you're healthy. So I
Sure.
think that's always the priority. But other than that, it's just like, again, whether it's utilizing my arsenal now, it's like okay, we have 5 pitches to work with. Like, how are we gonna go through lineups with the 5 pitches? And then that's to me, that's the only thing I've really ever been focused on. It's just like seeing the game in front of me and just trying to play that. Because we do a lot of prep on the back end, but ultimately, like once you toe the rubber, you are who you are that day, and you're gonna have to go try to find out whether you feel amazing or you don't, whether it's cloudy or whether it's rainy or 5 degrees out or 105. So like you're gonna have to figure it out, and I think that's the beauty of just playing sport that there are so many different situations and things that can happen once the ball leaves your hand that ultimately like I don't control.
Right.
So I think seeing the game for that, obviously just play the game. That's the only thing that I feel like I've been tasking myself with because at the end of the day, like it's why I'm here. It's why I love playing the sport. Because again, we have I think like 5 more weeks of our season. So I think it's just a great opportunity to go out there, play the game, and um, just continue to see the development I've had throughout the year, and just take it for what it is.
Right. No, it sounds like you're in a really good headspace about everything. For a Met fan that hasn't watched you pitch in a while, I know you incorporated more of an East-West type of offering with the cutter. Where do you feel like your repertoire is at right now as we get towards the end of the season here?
Yeah, I feel like I've had my fastball. I know some metrics wise haven't been perfect throughout the year, but we've been making adjustments and we're seeing a massive return on that. My change has honestly been one of my more reliable pitches. But for me, it's like the cutter is awesome. It's shown a ton of improvement throughout the year and versatility through both handedness. But honestly, for me, it's the curveball. Like it's something that I've had my entire career coming up to this point. But just getting more comfortable with it and using it more and throwing it has been the most important thing, right? Like finding good opportunities to throw it, whether it's like early in count or late in count. That's the thing that I've been most proud of, honestly, throughout this entire progress because it's making every other pitch feel that much easier for me to throw.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went through stretches where I didn't really throw the cutter as much, and then the game situation would tell me that it would be a great opportunity to throw it, like my last start, and I did that, and it was successful. And credit goes not only to like the game plan we had going to, but the catchers and AJ and Troy and stuff like that, because that's, I mean, it's game plan, it's part of it.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like that's in a great place, and then also as I've been doing my entire career working on a slider, I feel like that's been in a really good spot too. I think what's helped that too, especially accelerate the progress on it, was just the comfortability of the slider. Um, so I feel like, and to summarize it, it's just spark notes.
Sure.
It's feeling great. Cutter's in a great spot. Curveball's been awesome, and the slider's coming along really nicely. So yeah, I feel like I'm a 5-pitch pitcher now, which is awesome.
There you go.
Awesome to say out loud.
Okay, cool. Now, as someone who loves the art of pitching so much, I wanted to ask you about some other arms as well. Jonathan Santucci is pitching tonight. First chance for me to get to watch him in person. What makes him so effective? Like, what do you like most about him and what he brings to the mound?
It has literally nothing to do with his stuff, because everybody here knows how good he is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how he acts on a day-to-day basis, how dedicated he is to his craft, and honestly, like the results you see from him are evidence of that. I mean, I think he's leading the all of the minors and punchouts. He's had an unbelievable year at Binghamton, and even through some of the starts here, it's been awesome to see just him go out there and just have fun, and just watch him work through outings has been incredible. And how detail oriented it is, and invested he is in everything. It's incredible. So I think the one thing I think people would love to know is just how excited I am for him. I know I joke around with him a lot about that, but if there's one thing I love to do is to glorify my teammates, and he is an unbelievable pitcher. He's going to do unbelievably eventually when he makes his debut. I don't know when I wish I did.
Sure.
But like he's going to be a superstar, and I think that's the one thing I think people are going to be really excited about.
All right, and then McLean, Scott, and Thornton are all doing big things, and I'm sure you'll be up there with them soon too. But what has it been like watching them have their success? And maybe I'm sure you could talk for 10 minutes on each of those guys and what they do well, but since you've spent time with Thornton in the minors this year, and he's starting to blossom at that level and distinguish himself, what has it been like just watching those guys have that success?
Yeah, it's just, for me, it's, again, I could sit here and talk about baseball for a very, 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 very long time,
right,
each and every single one of them. It's just more about the people. Like, it's cool watching your friends go out there and live out their dream, because it's everything they've ever earned. Thornton's been unbelievable. The guy fills it up, and everybody knows that. And he's probably the biggest competitor I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really care who's in the box, because he knows, I remember talking about it earlier, it doesn't matter who's in the box. He's going to find a way to get them out 3 times, which is honestly super special in a pitcher and a person. Scotty's doing his thing. It's awesome to see. I know first full year back from TJ, so every opportunity to watch him pitch is special. And then Nolan's doing Nolan things. I did not love that. I mean, I got firsthand view of a lot of his starts, especially last year. And
sure.
Even in spring training, it's special. I mean, he's unbelievable. I say that a lot, and like all those guys are doing incredible things. I'm extremely proud of them and happy for them. And honestly, they're number one fan from afar. But I would like to give a big shout out to one of my favorite teammates, Jack. Jack's been doing unbelievable too. I know he started the year here super hot, but he's been finding his way throughout the year, and it's been really cool to watch him do his thing.
Yeah, that's Wenninger.
Yeah.
Right.
Big win. But yeah, honestly, it's cool to watch everybody throughout the org do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
I try to keep tabs on everybody. It's hard.
Sure. It sounds like you're up to speed on everything.
Come on.
All the scouting reports.
Pitching on the Mets is exciting, and I know that there's a lot of things to look forward to this year and the future beyond, and I think they're all on the move.
Yeah. Well, last thing before I let you go, is there another pitcher not in the Mets organization that you're just you can't help yourself, but you just want to watch them throw, that you just admire their stuff. Maybe you want to learn from them and see what they do well.
It's nothing about that for me, honestly. It's more about watching my friends throw. And I played with the Diamondbacks, Mitch Bratt, love him to death. He's my throwing partner of the offseason, and watching him go through the year and absolutely demolish the PCL, which is a tough league to pitch in. I think
Sure.
like a 2-3. And then go up there to the Diamondbacks and just continue his thing has been awesome to watch. And watching everybody live out their dream for the first time, especially like first got the call. He was one of my first calls, and it was the exact same thing. So it's like, oh my gosh, full circle moment. But like, I think they're in Boston right now. So him talking about his trip in Boston, his starts at home, that's been honestly the coolest thing in the world. Is because yes, there's so many people to take things from, whether it's like Mason Miller, his unbelievable stuff, or uh, Parker Messick, crazy, nasty. Like there's so many guys. Even Klassen, like his last start, I think it was like last night against the Astros. It was unbelievable. So there's a lot of people throughout the league with unbelievable stuff, but you want to watch your friends do that. It's been super special for me, and honestly, been my favorite part of the year.
Yeah. Well, I could sit here and talk pitching with you for an hour, but we're 15 minutes in. So I'm going to let you have a good rest of your day. Jonah, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. And if you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel.